Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Alan from EV News. Today I want to go over part 2 of my top picks for 2021. There is a part 1 as well. It's called the safe investments to be made in 2021. I highly recommend you check that one out if you haven't. I'd also like to ask you guys to like and subscribe. So if you've already seen part 1, let's get into part 2. Here we go. So here in part 2, what I'd like to do is talk to you about the stocks that I believe are about to explode in this year. And the first stock that I want to talk to you guys about is Lithium's America, and the ticker symbol is LAC. And the reason I'm very bullish on LAC is because they have the mining rights to a place here in the United States called Thacker Pass, which is in Nevada. It's located about 3 hours from the Tesla gigaplant. And what it is, it's the largest known lithium resource in the United States and the second largest in the entire world. So here in the United States, we have this massive lithium mine, and Lithium's Americas has the right to mine there. Now we're waiting for an approval, which is supposed to come within this next month. So there's a lot of urgency to get into Lithium's Americas, and it's why I'm very bullish on it. Another thing is that they won't have production expected until Q3 of 2022, which seems a long way out. And if I have to hold Lithium's America all the way until then, or even further, I will. I have absolutely no problem with it. It is my favorite stock. It is my biggest holding right now. I expect amazing things to happen this year from Lithium's America. And another reason why, not only Thacker Pass, but they also have another mine called Cauchari-Olaroz. And Cauchari-Olaroz is located in Argentina. And right now they own 49% of this mine, and the other 51 is owned by Ganfeng Lithium, which is a Chinese company, the largest lithium Chinese company in China, of course. And they already have a partnership and a deal to supply lithium to Tesla. So I believe there's going to be a nice bridge there where Lithium's America will also start supplying lithium to Tesla and other EVs as soon as the end of 2021. So we're not that far away. So we have this approval to mine Thacker Pass, and then ultimately by the end of 2021 there'll be actually production. And I believe there's going to be a bunch of contracts coming in between. Lithium's America has positioned itself to literally be one of the best lithium companies in North America because of their rights to Thacker Pass. So that's my favorite stock. I am extremely bullish on it, and I do believe amazing things are going to happen with this company. The next company I'm very bullish on is Microvest. They are a electric battery company, and right now they're one of the largest, if not the largest in the world. And what they really focus on is this clean city transit agenda that they have, where they have the charging stations and they make these ultra fast charging for electric city buses, and then their lithium ion batteries can fully charge within 10 to 15 minutes. Same thing for the cars, and then they have a great charging network. I've also seen them have these mining trucks where what they do is they carry all the supplies and all the minerals to other places. It goes down into the mine. So they're getting into a lot of other electric or industries that are kind of untapped, and they're all electric, of course. And then the reason why I'm very bullish on them is because they have a proven record where they're already located. Their products are already located in 19 countries, 170 cities, 35,000 systems in operation. That adds up to over 40 billion kilometers of operating mileage. So that's pretty amazing. When I look at other EV electric battery companies, they just don't have products yet, or they're just a little bit behind, and that's why I'm very bullish on Microvest. Right now it's under the ticker THCB, and I highly recommend it. I plan on holding it. I do not plan on selling any shares until this thing runs and makes a really nice run. The next company that I'm very bullish on is Lordstown Motors. And the reason I'm very bullish on Lordstown Motors is because of this vehicle right here, the Endurance. So Lordstown Motors, the Endurance, will actually be ready and in full production by September 2021. And right now they're almost the only company that's in this lane that is supplying electric pickup trucks to fleets. So for example, I read recently that Lordstown Motors received a letter of intent from this E-Squared Energy Advisors for 14,000 Endurance electric pickup trucks. So this is really where they're focusing. Of course, if a customer wants to buy an Endurance, they can, but really they're focusing on fleet. So this is a work truck. So that's, I believe it's going to have great things, and I think there's just going to be more letters of intent to purchase the Endurance during this year of 2021. Another stock that I'm extremely bullish on is Mountain Pass. Now, Mountain Pass is a rare earth mineral play, and what they want to do is restore that full rare earth supply chain back to the United States. It used to be here, and then because of all these circumstances, one country dominated. China dominated the whole rare earth mineral play for like the last 25 years, and now it's slowly coming back because China just passed an export law. They just passed it December 1st, 2020, that says there will be restrictions on exporting these rare earths, and Mountain Pass is able to produce, I think, like 15% of the rare earth minerals in the entire world. So it's the largest rare earth mineral mine outside of China. So I'm very, very bullish about it. And I'm not the only one bullish on Mountain Pass. The Department of Defense did award Mountain Pass $9.6 million towards the mining of these rare earth minerals, and that's because these rare earths are needed in every aspect of our modern day society. So they go into the EVs by the means of the magnets. So these rare earths are what are found in the magnets that are needed for the EV motors, and then it's also used in like weapons and stuff like that. That's not the reason why I'm investing in them, of course. And then just to stay along with energy and EVs that we've been talking about before, another company that I believe is going to have a big year will be Fuel Cell. And the reason why is because of this storage of energy. So it's fantastic that we're moving towards renewables and we're moving to sustainability as we're going to wind and solar power, which I talked about in part 1 about the safe investments that you can invest in, like clean energy, which I think is fantastic. But this specific stock here, the supply, recovery, and storage of energy, I think is going to be a big factor moving into 2021 as we see this big shift in energy. So keep your eye out on Fuel Cell. They've done amazing. They had an amazing run up at the end of 2020, and I believe that in 2021 you can continue seeing a lot of great growth. And then that leads to another stock that it's kind of interesting, their business model and their business idea, but I'm a huge fan of it and I'd like to see where this goes. And that's SG Block. And SG Blocks, what they do is they turn these old shipping containers into actual businesses. So as you can see, they'll take a shipping container like this and they'll turn it into, like, for example, like a Starbucks here. So they'll take those shipping containers and build nice businesses, which I like that a lot. But what really has me intrigued and what really has me invested is their partnership that they entered with Blink Charging, and that's an agreement to bring solar off-grid modular EV charging solutions to the market, and that'll look like this. So what it looks like is these EV, what's going to happen is these containers are going to be storage of energy, like just like Fuel Cell, like I was saying earlier, and the solar panels are going to be on top of the actual shipping containers, and then they'll produce that electricity, they'll capture the sunlight, the actual containers will hold the electricity, and then it'll be directed to the Blink charging stations that then ultimately feed the car. So I'm really excited to see where SG Blocks goes moving forward. And then of course with Blink charging, I am also bullish on it, and that's because the future administration did say that they want to have 500,000 charging stations, and Blink at that time, I believe when he said that, when it was said, the 500,000, Blink at that time was like at $10, roughly $10, and today at one point it was sitting over $50. So I am bullish on Blink, but I am going to hold off a little bit on Blink for a sec and move into another charging company that actually has much more product than Blink, and that's Chargepoint. Right now their ticker symbol is SBE, and Chargepoint has the largest network, like I said, in the United States. They're also moving into other countries. Going back to Blink a little bit, Blink has a great partnership with Greece, and I follow Blink on LinkedIn, and Blink is constantly talking about moving into Latin America. So either way, either place you put your money, I think is going to be great in the long run. I just think Chargepoint has much more ability to take off since Blink already did. And then another company that I'm very bullish on, and that's EVBox, which is what's on my EV News website. And it is Europe's #1 charging station. Right now, they're under the ticker TPGY, and I highly recommend it. Europe is much more aggressive in their EV plays and in their EV agenda, more so than the United States. So this is a great place to put money or an investment. Right now, it's sitting at just under $25 a share. I think it's a good buy, and it's a good hold during this year of 2021 because of the reason that Europe is just so aggressive, much more aggressive. They have a couple countries already who've just said no more ICE or internal combustion engine car sales in those countries as of 2030. So keep an eye on EV Box, huge play for the future. And let's stay in Europe. And that next company that I'd like to talk to you guys about is Magna. So Magna is a automotive manufacturing company out of Austria, and they are looking obviously the mobility technology for the future, and they have a lot of great agreements. And if we look at the news and press, this is just recently on December 22nd, LG and Magna entered a joint venture agreement to expand into powertrain electrification market. So this is massive for a company like Magna, and it's really big for LG as well. And then one of the reasons why I found about Magna, and one of the reasons why I am very bullish on Magna, is because on October 15th, 2020, they agreed to cooperate with Fisker on engineering and manufacturing of the Fisker Ocean, which then takes us to Fisker. So I believe that Fisker is going to have an amazing year in 2022. That's when the Ocean comes out at the end, Q4, the later half of Q4 in 2022. And they just announced the Fisker Alaska, which will be a pickup truck. So I do see a lot of great opportunity. They're also talking about doing this autonomous driving. They're getting into that as well. I do see great potential for Fisker, but I'm not sure if I'm going to see it here in 2021. I do anticipate it to have a nice sideways growth and just a steady growth up during the year, unless some news drops where they're able to produce a vehicle much sooner than that. But leading into 2022, so the end of 2021, I do believe that Fisker is going to be a good buy. It's probably a good buy right now to hold if you're willing to hold a stock and just wait until 2022, end of 2022. This is the way to go. It's a long-term investment here, but I do like it. And then the last EV stock that I want to talk to you guys about is Flux Power, and what they do is they have the battery tech, or they have the lithium ion batteries for forklifts that are found in warehouses. It's also in the pallet trucks, and then the walkie stacker as well, the narrow aisle forklift. So anything that has to do with electrification vehicles in a warehouse, Flux has that industry. They're the only ones really that I can find that have taken that path. And they had an amazing run there at the end of 2020, just a couple weeks ago, where it went from 11 all the way to 21.50, and then now it's dropped down. I think it's sitting at $15 a share. So it's probably a good time to get in on Flux. And the reason I'm very bullish on Flux is because just a simple search, how many warehouses are in the United States? And it says since as of 2019, there are 18,741 warehouses in the United States. So with all of these companies shooting for their sustainable goals, their sustainability goals, you can imagine if even half of them were to go electric, I mean, that's a huge market for Flux. Also, don't hesitate to go to my website. It's ev-news.com. And there you can find the articles that I have written about basically anything electric. I'm talking too much. I'll let you guys go. Part 3 is going to be the high risk, high reward stocks that I'm looking forward to in 2021. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.